Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a great day yesterday. Welcome to Thursday. And the kids don't have school tomorrow. Anyways, let's get this day started. I want to try and do I don't need to hear that. I want to try a new view because I want everybody to see the cards on the table. Not my breast. The cards on the table. So I'm trying to see what kind of props I got. Bam! Here we go. Sorry about that. Alright. So I want to try and get a nicer view so y'all can at least see the cards, but it don't look like I'm going to be able to get both. So, I guess you get to look at my pretty face instead. Hello! Focus. Focus. Until I get me some new stuff. I'm beginning. This is my beginning stages of life. Here we go. Now that looks shiny. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? I think I did. Did I get it? Did I get it? I think I did. Bam! 2 minutes to get started. I should be ashamed of myself. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. No, a great Wednesday. I wish it was a weekend. So let's get started with today. Daily messages for today. Let's see what Spirit got to say to us. Of course, everyone knows this is a wake and bake room. We like to wake up and we like to bake. You don't like baking with us? Go somewhere else. I smoke and I cuss in my videos. If that's a problem for you, trust me. There are many readers on here who know a lot more than I do. Go check them out. Got it? Good. Now I had a slow start to my day. But yesterday I'm sitting there watching a video and then all fives popped up. What I mean by that is my phone was at 55%. It was 5:55 p.m. And the the video I was watching at the time was 5 minutes and 55 seconds in. And you know what I told the universe? I told the universe, because come on, bring it on. Let's get this shit done and over with. I don't mind adapting the change. I think I do it pretty well. So I'm telling the universe, come on, bring it on with me. And sure enough, she brought me some bullshit this morning. But you know what? That I love about the universe is because every time they bring some bullshit to you, as long as you're doing what you're doing, everything will work out evenly. And I had to learn that. You know, you go through a lot of things come up, and you learn about them. One thing I learned about karma is that anytime you get any type of surprise, hold on to it. The bitch is going to show you something else a week or two down the line. Trust me when I tell you. So ask your question. Let's see what our karma cards have to say to you today. Oh, here we go. Now I already shuffled them before I got on because my battery is low. So let's pick a planet, we're going to pick, who's that? The sun. Everybody likes the fucking sun. Love the sun. And of course, the sign today is going to be Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. And of course, our house is going to be the first house. Ooh, look at the mask. I see the mask and I want to say take off the fucking mask. I don't like the fucking mask. Because that means you're hiding something. And if you're hiding something from me, that means it's a problem. Because that's the only time anybody hides something from you is when it's a problem. Oh, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want you to feel this way. Bitch, you're supposed to give me the choice to make a decision. Not you make the decision for me. My opinion. Like I said, don't call me no bullshit now. Oh boy. So your action today. You got your question right. I hope you got your question. So of course, the red means the action and the blue means the outcome. Why would they give you the action and the outcome all in one in what I said? But based on the decisions that you make in your actions, it's definitely going to change the outcome. Trust me when I tell you. A lot of people are ego-based, which changes the outcome. So in your physical, I'm going to answer your question. It says demonstrate your feelings immediately. Demonstrate your feelings immediately. See what I said about this mask? Don't hide that shit from me. So in your spiritual, it says demonstrate your feelings immediately. Immediately. That means if it comes up, open up your fucking mouth. Be the king and queen of swords. Well, me, myself, the queen. She's more feisty, in my opinion. In your mental, it says realize attitudes from the past about the way you project yourself. Attitudes about the past, about the way you project yourself. How did you project yourself in the past? How did you project yourself in the past? What mask are you using in your past? Sorry, came to mind. Figure I asked a question. And then, of course, in your physical, act like a leader. Use your intuition and do it on your own. Do it on your own. Do it the fuck on your own. You don't need nobody's help. You have to keep in mind that when you ask somebody for help, they're entitled to ask you for something back. That's the way I think of things. If I decide I want to help or I want to do something for somebody, I got to keep in mind that certain people are grown to want to give that back. And then some people don't. You got to have equal give and take. You don't have equal give and take, I don't need you. Don't need you. Say, for example, I had a friend at work. You know, I used to didn't have, extra money, when birthdays came around. And they used to always want to do something for birthdays and stuff like that. And, I'm the type person, I got it this time, but I ain't got it that time. I know how I am with my money. And I'm honest, with my money. I ain't got it this month. I ain't got it this month. Somebody help me out. I ain't got it this month. But you know what? Everyone that work know that when Roberta got it, Roberta got it. And, when time came around, hey, I got birthday this month. I ain't have it last month or whatever. I got it this month. I'm going to get it. That's how I am. And I let people know, no, don't do nothing for me. Don't do nothing for me. Or if we're going to do this, be a give and take. It's not going to be negative. It's not going to be positive. It's going to be equal. I'll let you know the landfill before you decide to make that, make that move. Because knowledge is everything. You have to communicate in order for people to hear and understand the way you think and the way you are. But if you decide to keep on putting on that mask, watch it. My opinion. That's my little word for the day for y'all. From me, your light-skinned Scorpio. In here in the action, it says, the creation of intuition to project who you are. Like I said, be you. Because you're the only one that can be you. Be unique. I tell my children every day, I don't love anyone more than the other. I love you both the same. Y'all both are different. And I love that difference about you. That's what I tell my children. Smoke. Because everybody is different. Everybody ain't the same. And then, of course, in the mental, excuse me, it's glaring off this. Okay, here we go. The gaining of respect for or from attitudes from the past about your desires. Oh. See, that's one thing people don't understand is that you learn and you grow. I hope you do. And this is an everyday in life. You're growing a second every day. Every second you grow. So your mind has to too. And of course in the actions, it says things brought to life or light resulting from the history of your actions. Things brought to life or light resulting from the history of your actions. I want to know what's going to be brought to light resulting from the history of my actions. And I like to always ask, is it positive or negative? Are you leading a positive life or are you leading a negative life? Because me, I'm all about positivity. You can't bring no positivity my way. I don't need you. I don't want you. There's no need for you to be around me. All right. So that was your karma cards for today. I hope that answered some of your questions or gave you an idea of how to proceed. Like I said, be yourself. You can only be yourself. I can't be you. And you sure as hell can't be me. You can try. But then you'll be fake. Don't nobody want fake. I want somebody unique. Somebody of their own. I don't want you to be like everybody else, strive for everybody else. I want you to do you. You do you, I do me. Plain and simple. So, our next part of the day is I smoke and I know things. Because, of course, I'm using my Game of Thrones cards. And as a midget would say, I drink and I know things. So this particular segment is I smoke and I know things. And I like to use a marijuana leaf. I think I might end up drawing one on this table. That's what I think I might do. That way I can lay out the cards and then I can show y'all a picture. But that's in due time. That takes time. That takes a lot of time. Because I want it to be perfect. Hey, I know who I could get to paint it. Oh, shit. I done figured it out. Got it. And you know what I'm thinking? Because I went, while I was working one day, I ended up at a tattoo shop. Nice guy inside. He let me know from the door, yeah, I'm $150 an hour. Woo! I said, oh, right. I was like, but you know what? I said, I'm light. I said, I got me perfect. He said, well, size that big, $150 an hour. You want it good, don't you? You damn sure right. I do want it good. That's just what I said. Like I said, I'm light. I bet you any money I could probably get him to paint my table real good. Put a nice paint or something on it. of a marijuana leaf. Ooh, decisions. Wonder if somebody would do that. I mean, you sitting in the shop all day. If you ain't got nothing going on, go ahead and get that done. Especially if you're good at your craft. But that's my opinion. Only time will tell. And only communication will give me the answer I need. Communication will always give you the answer you need. As long as you ask the right questions. What you want, baby? You want to come say hello to everybody? You just want your ass petted. I gave you a bath last night, man. You should be good. Oh, I know your skin dry, baby. I give you some lotion later. That's why I got the good medicine for you. Yes, I did. Got moisturizing in it. We'll put you on some oil later. Busy. How's it busy? You see that busy. So I smoke and I know things. Smoking is my indulgence. What's yours? And we have to move. See, he want to say hi to everybody. Say hi, Louie. We have the Four of Coins. Now, this is what you've learned. Sir, are you indulging on something that you've learned? I am indulging on something that I learned. And I'm having a little bit of fun. Ooh. Now, you've learned this 2 days ago. You've learned to hold back. Now you're indulging in it? See, there's always a reason why you hold back. So let's see what else you have learned. The Four of Wands. Let's see your flaws or weaknesses that can become your strengths. What are your flaws or weaknesses that can become your strengths? Now we've learned, we've been through this already. Ooh. Now the Tower was here yesterday for your indulgence. And now today, a weakness that can become your strength. You have death. A weakness that can become your strength. You have death. Over here in this position, we have challenges. Let's go to the bottom. Your challenge is going to be the Knight of Cups. Then, of course, in this particular spot, because I'm, of course, referencing off the Game of Thrones book, since I'm using the Game of Thrones cards, but instead I'm using my weed instead of liquor. Because I'm not a drinker. I do not like to drink. Oh, no. Not my thing. I hate to taste the beer. I can deal with liquor. I need it sweet, though. If I'm going to take... You see that? I almost knocked my cup down. Let me not play that game again. Especially not on these cards. Oh, my goodness. It soaks it up in a minute. Move that the fuck out the way. Ooh. Now, mind you, I'm not too sure if I shuffled or not, but I think I did. Not too bad I can't rewind it. But if I did not shuffle, I would like to make it known, because of course it was known to me, because I decided to put the cards down on the table. And under this Knight of Cups, in your challenges is the Queen of Coins. Now, mind you, yesterday this Queen came up right here as a flaws or a weakness that you would turn into a strength. And today, it is showing up in your challenge position. And you know I love cards, and I love when they show up again. I would like to make it known that the of Pentacles also showed up as an indulgence a day or two ago. And since I'm on a fucking roll, that Seven of Coins came up yesterday. And what you learned. And of course, justice will be served. And it will have you in a state of wondering if you walk away or stay. But then again, he stole that. Is that the Seven of Swords? Thievery, stalking. Like I said, since I'm on a fucking roll. The Lovers also came up within the last 2 days. And again, the Knight of Cups. Excuse me, King of Cups. Also came up in your weaknesses and strength position, if I'm not mistaken. I just think that... All right, I do apologize about that. I hope I'm back in service. Woo. So as I was saying, the divine is one interesting lady. Moving on. Mind you, I'm not going to pull them cards. I wanted to show them to you. The only card that I decided to keep was that Queen of Coins. But I just wanted to show you and remind you. And if you decide to choose, please go back and look at those videos. This journey is very interesting. You also get to see me grow in my craft. Now in the next position here, this particular card says, like I said, I'm using the Game of Thrones cards. So, and of course I'm referencing my marijuana leaf off of their cup. And of course I'm putting my own spin on it. I smoke and I know things, because this one is I drink and I know things. I think it was good for me. So in this position, we have Atlantis always pays his debts. Well, me on the other hand, I don't like that. I don't owe you, you don't owe me. That's why I like it. I like an equal playing field. No more, no less. No more, no less. I'm seeing myself look at the cards. I don't want to look at the cards. I've seen 2 cards already and I'm upset with myself. Because one of the cards was the next one that I didn't read. And the other one was one that popped up yesterday. In this position. Which was the World. The World yesterday popped up in this position. I want to know if you earn any debt to me. And what I mean by that is universal debt. What is your universal debt? Have you paid your universal debt? Because that's what destiny and the divine base destiny off of. If you paid your debt, the human will, and what your choice was. So today, we have the star. Ooh. So is it fair for me to say that you have paid your debt? Only time will tell. Then of course, for your future. Now we've been having some very good cards right here in our future. Ooh, let's see if that goodness continues. You bitch! I said the divine is one crazy young lady. Now this was the next card that came up that I didn't say, because it hasn't came up in reading yet. Or it has and I just don't remember. But I was shuffling and I seen it again. I changed the way I shuffled. I didn't look at the cards. I cut the deck. He wanted to come out so bad. He wanted to come out so bad. In the future, we have the Nine of Coins. We're going to consider this card to be a sprout that decides it wants to show its ass in our marijuana leaf. Because you know sometimes you can have a certain amount of leaves. In this one we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have 7 leaves in this particular one, you know, all together with how I like to set up the cards and whatnot. And then of course, this is your stem. That's your base light. That's your future. And your future is going to, you know, expand and grow based off of the way the cards and everything are set. But every once in a while you get that extra leaf in there. And since he wanted to show his ass, we're going to put him right here in the middle. Then we're going to ask why he decided he wanted to show up. Since he wanted to come out. Page of Swords. Now, pages are all about messages. What message is coming up for you today? Let's see, let's see. And of course, I like to verify with my cards. I pull 3 for each card. So you're indulgent, 4 of coins. That's you holding back. I can understand that indulgence. I like to save my money too. So let's see what they got to say. So of course, with the 4 of coins, we have that verified with the Prince of Cups, the Prince of Swords, and Adjustment. I'm going to hope that you have messages coming in about love. I'm going to hope that they communicate wisely with this Swords card, passionately. Because then you have adjustment, which is the scales being balanced. So although you're holding back, ooh, there's a fucking snake. See what I mean? There's a snake in this cup. And he's looking at it. Watch it. Judgment is coming. So definitely hold back. Then of course what you've learned so far is your 4 spears. That's 4 wands in a regular tarot. Solid foundation, coming together happily. And to verify that, although what you have learned is you learn how to build a solid foundation. Looks like a happy home. 2 people in it. Then of course you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Then you have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, I pulled that one in my little flow. And then you have 6 of Wands. Victory. So you're coming in passionately about this happy home environment. This is what you've learned. This is what you've learned. So you learn when to be passionate and when not to be passionate. You knew when to hold back and when to fight. Because then you get the victory. And that victory seems to be a happy home. Flaws, weaknesses that turn into your strengths. In this position, we have the Death card. Weaknesses or flaws that you turn into your strengths. And yesterday we had the Tower. But I let you know that the Tower moment necessarily hasn't happened. And that is something that you were indulging in. And as we all know, death is a positive card. Because you're moving on to something new. And that something new is so much better. Trust me when I tell you. It's like a weight has been lifted and you feel brand new. It's coming. Now, just because it wanted to show itself, you see it, right? Yeah, you see it. We got that yesterday too. 8 of coins. Yeah, putting in hard work. Ooh. So with this change coming in, please put in hard work. To verify that, we have the Hierophant, we have the Devil, and then we have communication. 8 of fucking Wands. Swift communication. Doesn't matter how it's going to be communicated, but it's coming through. But with the Hierophant here, I'm going to say that you need to look within. Go to higher counsel if you need to. But if this is you, I hope that you have the stability that you need. the wisdom to look inside to make that decision. But I want to warn you with the devil here. Watch how much passion you put into it. You don't want it to be an addiction. You don't want to feel like you're bonded. So try and not to go that step into indulgement. Try to stay a few steps behind it. My opinion. Me, myself, I indulge. I addict. I do what I want. Until I make a choice not to anymore. It's all about human will. It's all about choice. But that Eight of Wands with the Hierophant and the Devil. How could you have the Hierophant next to the Devil? Two high figures. One watching over you. As a Hierophant, you need to go inside and you need to ask your higher self. Especially with the change coming in. That's what you need to be. You need to be your higher self. Because whatever's coming in is going to be quick and it's going to be fast with the Eight of Wands. Then, of course, what? I already petted you. In your challenge position, we have the Knight of Cups, accompanied with the Queen of Coins. This Knight of Cups, he's coming in on his horse, holding his cup. In the particular show, he's getting ready to fight somebody. Like I said, he's coming high on his horse. He's coming to show his emotions. And if I'm not mistaken, he got his ass whooped. Or he cheated. Either or. Then you have the Queen. Oh, my goodness. I seen a shirt that I'm going to buy. And it has the Queen right there. That Queen. And you know what it says? I did it. I did it. And who did she tell that to? Her mother. I did it. The boy's mother. His mother. You know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the show, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. The bitch said, I did it. I said, who? But this is what I need you to do for me. I did it. And this is what I need you to do for me. In my own words, of course. Watch this Queen. Watch her. Very feisty. So in your challenge position, we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Coins. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Coins. Challenge position. Challenge. So what are your challenges with this Knight of Cups? What are your challenges with this Queen of Coins? Ooh. Yes, I'm doing laundry. To verify this Knight of Cups again, I just want to point out in the middle right there. It's the Queen of Coins. Yeah. Put it right there. But to start off, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen. And then we have the Emperor. So maybe this Knight of Cups has a challenge to make a position. Now, I'm going to reference readers in this sense because, and what I mean by readers is what videos I have watched, and I've watched many, and the communication stated in those videos. And I'm going to reference this just because I feel like this is a couple situation. We have the Queen of Wands here, which is a fire element. Libra, don't give me the line. If I take my time and sit here and think, I can definitely do it. But I don't feel like wasting your time. But that's a fire element. Then, of course, you have this Queen of Coins, which is an earth element. And then this Emperor. Now, this Emperor, say, can only be, can sometimes, the Queen of Coins can sometimes be matched with the Emperor. But with these two, he's looking at her, and she's looking away. And that fire sign is just standing there like, huh. That's what I get from these three cards. Because he's looking back. See that? He's looking back. And the Queen is paying him no fucking mind. And then this bitch is over here standing like, huh. So that's the only way I can really verify that Knight of Cups. Is that he wants to come in to the Queen of Coins. He's taking the Emperor stance, coming in with his Knight of Cups. But that Queen is paying him no fucking mind. And of course this Queen over here, which I'm going to say is the Queen that's paying him no fucking mind. What came up for her is Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Now, did it come up already? No, not yet. So this 7 is stealing. Yeah, it came up earlier when I pulled them cards. This is stealing, but deceiving. But it can also mean spying. I think it's time for this Queen to go ahead and take what she's already gotten and move on. Yep. In the regular tarot, it shows a man holding, I think, 5 swans, 2 he done dropped, or 2 that he chose not to grab, or 4 and 3. Don't get me in line. If I look, I'll figure it out. But it has him carrying and running away with what he has already gotten. So with this Queen having her back turned in this section, I feel that it's time for her to walk away with what she has gotten. She needs to be the magician and use all the tools available for her use. And she may need to go inside just to learn a little bit more. I like to say the hermit is always looking for a star. Just wanted to say that. Oh, shit. Oh, you're just licking yourself. Ooh, I thought he was throwing up. So I'm going to say that. Go inside. Learn something new about yourself. Don't be involved in the nonsense over here. And of course, have you paid your debt? I'm going to say this queen is you. This is a challenge that you need to. You see the challenge coming in is this page over here. And you see the way, this knight over here. Like I said, he's coming high off his horse. He trying to talk to the Queen of Cups, and she's like, no thank you. And that's because he got this fire sign over here. Looking proud in her stance. So that's a challenge in itself. I think the universe wants to tell you something about who you dealing with. I ain't dealing with nobody. I know it ain't me. I'm letting go. Doing my best. Doing my best to let it go. So your challenge is to let go of the situation with that Seven of Swords. Be the magician. Use all the tools available at your display. And go inside. Go inside. Learn some wisdom about yourself. Because you're looking for that star again. There's that star in that card. You're looking for it again. Go find it. You got something in your mind you want it. You know you want it. Let's go inside, figure out how you gonna get it. And then of course, have you paid your debt to the universe? Now in this position, you've gotten a lot of positive cards. Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. Who was there yesterday? The world. The fucking world. Cycles changing. You growing. And today you have the star. Now you have to excuse me, I'm catching a cold. Took some medicine, but that was still a little running. Now, I want to give you the story behind this star right here. This is a candle that she held in the castle when her stepbrother, I'm going to say her stepbrother, because in my opinion, that's what he is. He lived with the family. You my stepbrother. I don't care who your mother, who your father is, you family. So her stepbrother gave her the candle so that he can show her the way out. She held it up there, and he came and he let her out. She said, come on, come with me. Ooh, but he was shackled to the devil. I said, I don't want you to be shackled to the devil. Stay a couple steps behind him. So with this star, the star can mean Aquarius. Aquarius. But everyone says it's wish fulfillment. Dreams coming true. So let's verify that. Ooh. To verify that, we have the Nine of Coins. That's you. I want to bring this up real quick. What's I say? 9 of coins. Okay. Back to what I was saying. So with this star, you have the 9 of coins. You have the 6 of coins. Equal give and take with fucking Princess of Cups. Pages are all about messages. And I've already said once, don't come at me with no page. You expressing love, but you can't back it up. In and out. I don't want it. But it says it's an equal give and take. But mind you, you are already in your stance. Nine, excuse me. Coins. I was going to say kings. 9 of coins. You're in your stance. You're single. You know how to grow things. You're feeling good about life. Equal give and take. Because you know how to equal see. Oh, you know what came to my mind when I see the equal give and take? What I'm trying to learn in life is to always share. But I was only sharing on certain aspects with certain people and yada yada yada, but you got to be able to share with everybody and have that equal love for everybody. So in my journey, not every time, but every time I get a tip or something, I make sure to give it to a homeless man. I make sure to give to anybody that asks, because only certain people will. And I feel that they are guided to me to ask. In particular, I'm standing at the light, I'm standing at the light or whatever. I had a man come up, he ain't greedy or nothing. Can I get a quarter? He's sitting at the bus stop trying to get a bus. Yeah, okay. I don't really care what you need the quarter for, but you ain't asking for much. I went in my change purse. Mind you, I had my cards in my hand. Because when I drive, I keep my cards in my hand. Because while I'm at a light, I shuffle. Now, this right here is the esoteric deck. Black and white. Now, when I got it, I was like, ooh, I seen it. I was like, ooh, an esoteric deck. Because there are a lot of decks out there. And although your regular tarot was your first tarot, you have to understand the growings in that. You know, it goes back to a situation where there were more than just your main rider white, yada, yada, yada. There were a group of people, and everybody had their own opinion about the cards and what they represent. And Rider White, if I'm not mistaken, were like the first ones that came out. And then there are other cards like your Thoth Tarot that are a little bit more in detail. Different variations. A lot of times they reference the Kabbalah. That's something else I need to learn as well. So I like the fact that it has more involved in it. And what also was brought to mind was that I need to go ahead and get some sage or those little sticks. Somebody said to me that, I heard in a video that that's what they carry in some of them churches. And if you think back to how churches and everything were started with the different, variations of it, with the different nationalities, you notice that a lot of them burn incense. And that makes you go back and think further on back into life. So I really like the fact that these are more in detail And I'm actually going to make this my own personal deck. Well, I'm going to color it. So as I'm learning, I'm going to color it based off of the words, try to enhance some of the imagery. But that's going to be a journey in itself. And of course, the outcome is going to be something good for me because it's going to be colored. Now, this deck is black and white for a reason. And I want to put my own individuality into it. So if you decide to watch this video, I hope that whenever I get to use them, you get to see a little bit of my coloring. I get to color. I'm sorry. Back to the show. We have the 9 of coins in your future as the outcome. So, your future, 9 of coins. And mind you, this is in the beginning of your journey. As I said with the Tower, your power movement hasn't came yet. It's on its way. And then with death showing up right here, and the weaknesses that can turn into your strength, it lets me know that you are definitely able to move with change. And you definitely are openly and willingly letting change happen. My assumption. And the reason why I say that, because in this particular card, if you look at her hand, she has the dragon in her hand. And the dragon is very young in this stage. So that's why I say you're at the beginning of the stage. And to verify that, we have the 5 of Swords. Bickering back and forth, one up and one another. And now we have the 9 of Wands. And then, of course, we have the Chariot. Now, we all know that Chariot is fast communication. But if you don't run right, you can't have 2 horses going in 2 different directions. And I think it's what? But I would like to point out that it looks like he's holding a Bitcoin. Now, yesterday in this position, we had the Ace of Coins come out. And then, of course, we have more coins coming out. Yeah, and I just want to state he's holding the Bitcoin. So please, make sure that you wrangle those horses correctly. But with that, you have the 5 of Swords. Then, of course, the 9 of Wands. Because with that new beginning, you're still holding that wand. Now, the wands came out yesterday in this position, if I'm not mistaken, or a day or 2 ago. Actually, no, it was a day or 2 ago, and it was actually the divine messages. Because I remember saying, that's my wand. Can't nobody have my wand. It's mine. What am I going to do with that wand? And then yesterday with that coin coming in, it looks like you're passionately moving towards something to go along with that 9. So, is that communication going to go to this Page of Swords? Or is that Page of Swords coming in? Because like I said, there's that fucking wand. Because the Page of Swords, no, Page of Swords is a sword. Ha 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 ha. But still, you can say it's similar to the Page of Wands, because he's still going to come in and out with the energy, except for it's not going to be passionate. He's going to know how to use his words. So watch him when he comes. That's, like I said, that's your wand. Right there, that's your wand. That's his wand. You need to come in with yours correctly. So he know better not to play no games. So since this page wanted to come out, I want to know why he wanted to come out. You son of a bitch. I love it when cards repeat themselves. As I was saying, I'm going to say that this Page of Wands is coming in with that Ace of Coins. Because yesterday it was here for your future, and it says that an Ace of Coins was coming. So I'm going to say that this Ace of Swords is coming in with Ace of Coins. And then you have the Eight of Cups. But this is moving forward. So maybe this is how you're feeling. Or maybe how he's feeling. Maybe he's debating on if he should let go and move on. And put more time into his work. So with your future being the Five of Swords, which is one up in one another, you holding solid on your stance because you feel passionately about it. You're going to move forward with your new beginning with this Chariot. And with the Page of Swords coming in, it seems like he's iffy. Because it's like he has this Ace of Coins that he wants to give you. But he's wondering if he should walk away and put more time into his work with the Eight of Coins. Let's get you a reality check. Now my reality check deck is used with my Zombie Tarot because they use their depiction as coins as hazards. Which in reality, it is. So let's see what they got to say today. And of course, we have the Hermit again. We have the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Well, I'm going to say regarding this situation that in reality, you need to go inside and you need to take some time and you need to think. Take some time and think. Because the reality is that you're either going to have happiness or you're going to have to let it go. Because basically that's what that is. Nine of Swords. His arm cut. He know the end is there. He see it's there. But over here you have the Ten of Cups. Look at that on the beach. Not a zombie in sight. Well, in the ocean, but you ain't worried about that right now. It's only one. So you have to go inside. Because there's two decisions that need to be made. And depending on what decision you choose, it's going to either bring you happiness or the Nine of Swords. Let's see what the Divine has to say today. Last few days, Divine has been almost spot on with this reality check, which makes me look good, man. So, let's see what the Divine has to say. Ooh. There goes that holding back again. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have Judgment. And you have communication. Ooh. Now the Divine is saying, of course, hold back. This is what you got. But it's good because it's a start of a solid foundation. It's when you save up. That way you have something to fall back on. So I'm going to say that, like the Hermit, she's telling you to go inside. Don't spend your money. Because your judgment is coming. Told you she's a feisty bitch, didn't I? Didn't I? Now earlier today, we verified this 4 of coins as your indulgence. And adjustment came up. It's kind of funny that the 4 of coins is coming up again. And your judgment is coming. Then you have the Ace of Swords. So, let's get a message from the chakra cards. And today we have workaholic. That's that, right? 8 of coins, workaholic. And we're still in blue, might I add. Last 2 days we've been in blue. What? We all know what blue means. Just to let you know, find your way of expressing yourself. Workaholic. Excuse me. For workaholic, we have, while I worked, my life happened. Bam. Brad Blueberry paints and paints and paints. He has no time for anything other than perfecting his art. And Elder Blueberry reminds Brad that one day he will be old and shriveled too. So he better live life to the fullest. Brad takes the advice and discovers that having fun enriches and sharpens his art. He finds out that life is what makes work valuable. It does. We talked about that yesterday. We did. We talked about that yesterday. Feelings of inadequacy, transformation indicated, not being fulfilled by work, heeding warnings, refreshing your mind to improve your work. So it's time to get your work in order. If you've been procrastinating, I think it's time for you to get some fire up under that ass. That's my opinion. But don't let that overtake you. Have an equal give and take with your work. Then, of course, for the butterfly cards, we have gonna pull the tie. I shuffled all this stuff beforehand. Emotions. For the butterfly weeks. Emotions is on page 29. For emotions, you're evolving and progressing. So it's natural for you to have a different perspective now that you did before. You drew this card because your feelings are speaking to you, and it's important for you to listen. Ignored emotions only grow stronger and louder. I've said with the Hermit card, it's time to go inside, honey. I don't need you to feel like this Nine of Wands up at night, wondering what you should do, knowing that it's the end. Like I said, the only way that you will be able to move on, stop assuming, is if you communicate. So I'm hoping that this is what this Ace of Wands is going to represent today, is that communication is coming in. There's something in your life that is becoming intolerable to you. You once were able to endure or even enjoy this situation, but because you have changed, so too have your emotions. Like I said, in life, we have to grow. How do you know what you don't like? By experiencing it. Now you know what you don't like. This card asks you to be honest with yourself and take an inventory of how you're feeling. You don't have to resort to drastic action to resolve anything. Sometimes it's enough just to acknowledge your own feelings so that your heart feels heard and understood. Alrighty. That your heart feels heard and understood. I hope you enjoyed our show today. Till tomorrow, be safe and have a great day.